I've a knack for gathering items, and will someone not explain what is
At last, the puzzle begins to take shape.
So you're here, are you? Now that I think of it, I do seem to recall Lord Phasus lamenting that he be reduced to aiding you. But it matters not. Both he and I are too rushed off our feet to care for such. We seek to devise some means of forestalling these dragons' attacks from above, you see. If you've an interest in helping us fight this battle, perhaps you will join us on Volcanic Island. 'Tis all the same, either way. This world needs no Arisen to save it. Such is Lord Phasus's creed and mine.
Whatever 'tis you need, I shall gladly oblige.
Does life have meaning, or is aught we do in vain?
Her peculiar sensation. Filled me during my time with Lord Phasus. Though I was unconscious, I could always sense your presence, Arisen. And so my faith in our bond remained steadfast. Glad as this reunion is, it must have been a shock. Find the world so changed upon your waking.
The sky glows red with fury.
I
What
fear
have
for
we
the
done
armor.
to earn its
It
ire?
would seem there is far more.
Oh, you return. You were gone so long. I wish I could aid my people.
Ingredients are plentiful.
My friend, how glad when word reached me of your uncanny disappearance. I admit, what has become of this world? We cannot be sure we will be safe here. Yet this place is all...
Must you run so fast? I can hardly keep you in my sights, Arisen.
Let us endeavor to keep up, though we are less fleet of foot.
Elalia, look.
Ilem nun les canalen calia lum.
Sono oye o...
Nelis Kaliel.
Alcarwa fir nun eldap.
As a matter of fact, every master I've ever served has favored different tactics. One party I joined consisted only of ranged specialists.
I'll be sure to keep that in mind. Skeletons, Master!
We have no means of exploiting our enemy's weakness.
You need not rest on my account, Master. I've never felt more alive. That's the flames! The fault is too late!
That was a skillful bit of thievery. You do your vocation proud. My curative magics are at your disposal. Wait a moment.
Prepare yourself!
Here! Strike with lightning on the side.
A useful bauble, the Ferry Stone. 'Twill allow us to travel vast distances in an instant.
Master, my heart knows no greater peace than when I'm by your side.
Aught you need of me?
No longer do I feel the probing gaze of the Watching One. Is this your doing, newest of the Arisen? I am he who brought the dragon low, and o'er its bones raised the proud kingdom of vermin. Despite the magnitude of my feat, I was dissatisfied and sought e'er greater heights, till at last I ruled the world entire. Thus did I come to know of of the Watching One, the being by whose many eyes and ears no one or thing in this... As to the purpose with which they watch, yet I did divine one thing. This world has lain neath the Watching One's unwavering gaze ere the dawn of its history. I despaired at this discovery, for if all is but a stage, did that not render my hard-won glories, my throne astride the world, mere spectacles for the all-seeing eye to eye? 'Twas all a farce. And do you understand, newest of the Arisen? This is why alas, though I cut down all who seemed false, be they man or woman, human or beast. Indeed, my efforts led only. I was dubbed the Mad Sovereign, and by the hand of the new Arisen, consigned to this place. Yet, I can only assume that you have achieved what I could not. How else to explain the changes I sense in the world? Ah, what bitter gall that I cannot witness the outcome for my... Falter not, newest of the Arisen. For your hand, fading spirit though I am,
I see you have returned, Arisen One. The Mad Sovereign has called, and so we answer. If you would save the people of this world from ruin, lead them here. For this place may chance to escape the coming destruction.
I imagine the people of this world will welcome the tidings that there is a place of refuge awaiting them.
I knew it to be so. We've arrived well enough. Where to next?
Your Majesty, how glad I am to see you safe. Where have you been this past... The end of the world? Though, I am aware of the dragon attack on Melv. We received word that naught but a smoking ruin remains. 'Twas a tragedy, and I would not see it repeated. However, without a clear path, we in the... You would have me evacuate the city. Ever since the fall of Melv, the citizens of Vernworth have lived in fear that their homes are next to be assailed. If there is safe harbor to be found elsewhere, I believe we have naught to lose by seeking sanctuary. But I doubt I could convince the people of this city to abandon their homes. However, methinks your Majesty would do better to ask this of the Regent King. After the false sovereign vanished and the world was altered, His Grace has been the one keeping... If the people will heed anyone, 'tis him.
Maintaining order in Vermund must be quite a burden upon the young Regent King. Let us aid him however we may.
No quarrel here. Nice place, this. We ought urge the people to flee to the seafloor shrine. The red clouds seem to be less abundant thereabouts.
But will the people do it?
If that is your destination, we cannot follow. But know that your return is eagerly awaited.
What's gone wrong with the world?
Seems naught ever goes right. This place is very dreary.
What else did I have to do? Could have sworn I ought to attend.
Even I know when to shut my trap.
I've matters to attend to, but they carry eyes all round. Still, the fact that you yet live means there is some...
Fancy a look at my wares?
If you must go off on your own, there's naught to be done. I only hope you'll return sooner rather than later.
When does my watch end? I've clean forgotten.
So you've come. I'm glad to see you. Captain Brandt has already apprised me of your proposal, a full-scale evacuation of the citizenry. Truth be told, I had reached the same conclusion. So long as we cower within these walls, we must live in fear of going the way of Melv. My ministers have approved the plans, and I have petitioned the encampment survivors and the Thieves' Guild for aid. The only remaining obstacle is my mother. She has set herself stubbornly against any such flight. I have tried to make her see reason, but of late she has taken to shutting herself in her chambers. However, I fear that my position permits me to entertain her I must put the needs of the common folk before her selfish whims. Now, there are a few matters I must attend to before we can evacuate. And we will require several ox carts to carry the sick and aged out of the city. Might I prevail upon you to petition the merchant at the ox cart station in the west of the city? You may assure him that the royal treasury will foot any...
Too quiet here for my life. Queen Regent Disa hardly leaves her chambers, and all her meals come back scarcely touched. Between you and me, I fear for her. Have you come to claim my life, Arisen? Well, but I shall go to the grave with a smile on my lips, for I have no regrets. So do as you will. Do with me as you will.
To tie my boots.
When does my watch end?
Quiet, you please, for blessing. I'm sure I can handle this.
Here's hoping there'll be no trouble today.
You are in need of healing. Allow me. Wait right there.
You would gather materials here, Master. Can we really afford to carry more?
As long as I get my gold, who takes the...
We have chartered the ox carts as requested. 'Tis a pleasant change for things to go so smoothly, eh, Master?
I like that. Nice place, this.
Our soldiers need better training.
We shall remain here.
See this peace protected.
Let them
Quiet and lust.
When does my watch end?
Mother, I must beg your forgiveness. I believed that you desired to make me sovereign solely for your own benefit. Yet in truth, you sought to better the lot of our people.
Ah, but I would have benefited. Besides, I cannot deny that I was proud. I wished to see my own son on the throne, and know...
Even so, I cannot help but feel that all of this could have been avoided. If I had but better known your heart, I could have shared in... You would not have had to suffer alone, and perhaps together...
Oh, Sven.
Mother, I beg you, join the evacuation. You need not... I would not see you take your crimes wholly. That weight is as much mine to bear...
My son, you truly would make a... Your kindness will save many lives.
Ah, you've returned. How fares your procurement? You do. My thanks. That puts paid to the last of our preparations.
You have my gratitude.
Quiet at last.
I soon will stay out of number of my shoulders. Townspeople depend on me.
The sooner my duties are
When does my watch end? I've got to fine place. All this one last push, and I'll be done for the day.
Breadth of knowledge is no less important than depth.
silence cultivates No. Oh,
I'll admit, I did worry you'd forgotten me. I hardly know what to do with myself anymore. Oh, there's something written here.
Shall we take a closer look?
Back in Vernworth at last. What say we have a mug of ale at our favourite tavern while we're here?
'Tis a vast place. I wonder how many corners we have left to explore. Let my magic grant you an elemental boon.
day grows darker with our every step.
Where we do not fall prey to enemy ambush. Those helpful magics you cast have worn off. Well done. Pull back, and I will heal you with my magic. Looks like that. These fiends are only truly defeated when their skulls are smashed beyond repair. One of our number is unconscious. Most impressive, Master.
Do your vocation proud.
How about thee?
Mind. He is not my own. I fear I may bring you harm.
Focus! A moment of indecision may spell our doom!
I think that's a good idea. What's the meaning of a cursed spell? The task is to summon forth an army of spirits.
Then let us spell it. Mark the servants that deserve rest. Spell forth to take one of our allies. One of these fully attacked. I grant you lightning's fangs.
See what you're made of. You are in need of healing. Allow me. Wait right back. None too proud. Ah, from an end to this go, Master.
It's difficult to explain. I feel as if I am possessed of a greater power. I've a wellspring of strength that shall never run dry. posed by that dragon far exceeds that of other mortals.
It's not like there's naught for us but to stand and fight. Imbue your weapon with the fury of the elements.
I shall act in my own field.
Fire must be put out near our conquering earth. Pull back, and I'll retrieve your madness. Point right there.
We've an opening! Focus your attacks!
I shall lead the charge!
We are hard pressed.
I'm sure we can make this work somehow. Here, strike with lightning on the side.
I do not understand. This kingdom was built on the Arisen's right to rule, and yet the people shun their true sovereign.
They've got it all wrong. I'm sure our master did not seek a reward, only to help those who need it.
No harm shall come to you.
I would have us save as many lives as we can. took nary a moment. Now that we're here, what did you have in mind, Arisen?
Materials, eh? I shan't deny. They have their uses.
What can be done? You think we need to evacuate? I should gladly follow you, but I fear nonetheless, we can but try. Come.
As Arborist, Sir Taliesin is the leader of the Elven people. Let us follow our guides that we might speak with him.
I knew it to be so.
Let me get that.
And the wind fell no Endilron and Newman.
Ilem nun les canalin calia
Edella
lum.
el dalia nunwe el one.
'Tis clear we are little welcome here, in spite of our amicable intentions.
Follow me.
Lungtena peli telume. Ane martir, tindume ingarina
I cannot stand to think that the world... Oh. I am not sure my father, but I can try to convince him.
Fionar alcarwa fir nun eldaya, vanalin huror soron, sorne an fameltol.
The elves have evacuated, leaving their ancestral home behind. But surely their survival is worth such a cost.
A resounding success!
Ilmen är en fanne.
Ooh, I can't wait to find out what's inside. Long-range attacks can be difficult to dodge. Best keep the archer in your sight. One cannot be too careful.
Douse the flames before it's too late.
Do your vocation proud.
My curative magics are at your disposal. Wait a minute.
These fiends will resurrect so long as their skulls remain intact. But fear not, I shall gladly smash every last one.
Are you particular?
I'm all talked out, Master.
Our foe is repelled by some miracle. Now this region shall be safe, at least for the time being.
We've made it then. What's our first order of business, Arisen?
There's a tavern that stocks new liquor, but they only cater to bistros. That's where you come in, see?
You would gather materials here, Master. Can we really afford to carry more?
Sounds like a right pain in the arse.
Aye, but you've got to be crafty.
This is generally used as a material.
Different combinations of materials result in different creations.
You've pushed your luck too far.
I'll not take that from you!
Pray calm yourselves, good people. I will have none of this squabbling.
So, Manella, you don't understand. This scoundrel's the one who started it.
No, you don't understand. This is no time for the people of Batal to be quarrelling amongst themselves. We shan't weather this calamity unless we can Ah, Sir Arisen. You are returned, I see. With the world in such disarray, I could not stand to be away from my homeland. Thus did I return. I maintain order as best I can, but enough of my woes. You wish us to evacuate? Mayhap, after all, if we sit on our haunches, 'tis likely only a matter of time before we share the fate of Mel. Alas. The people of Batal are far from united, and should we proceed, unheeding of their divisions, I fear that our efforts would come undone ere long. With every soul at their wits' end, conflict as such, before we take any measures, I would have you walk amongst the people, Sir Arisen. Behold their plight with your own eyes. And should you encounter any discord, pray do aught you can to resolve the people's quarrels and assuage their fears. Such efforts will doubtless allow the evacuation. As for me, my work here is far from done. Let us part ways for now.
Flared tempers are understandable given the circumstances. Let us aid in mediating the quarrels arising in Batal.
That's just what I was thinking.
Ah! You're just riding on your father's coat!
You slander my honor, sir! This is no business of yours! Begone!
Now, Nabra, let's not be If we are to duel, we ought to have a witness. Otherwise, who's to say the victor?
Aye, true enough. Without a witness, either of us could simply kill the other.
than Well, sir, what say you? Will you watch over us while I take this scoundrel to task? This knave dared to slight my honor. He said my swordsmanship was hardly fit to wound a training dummy. The bloody nerve of him.
And it was your dear father's patronage that made you a sentinel, not your own skill.
You have my gratitude, sir.
Have at you!
You're not alone! I'm with you! And so's Brocker!
Take that back! I do not wish to injure you.
How dare you interrupt a battle between...
Such humiliation shan't go unanswered.
You dare violate the sanctity of our duel?
You can do this!
Look at us! Put in our place like a...
I ought to thank you for holding up a mirror to our foolishness. We've better things to do.
Aye. Consider your lesson well taught.
I was most surprised when you intervened in their duel. Did you aim to temper their pride by proving neither your equal?
Huzzah! You've done it!
Look around if you must, but be sure to buy...
If I might be so bold as to...
Oi! I saw it first. Phew. Trust a flea-ridden hide.
Why must I share with a fangless one? This is no more your food than Batal is your land.
You there! You couldn't have come and put this upstart in his place for me, won't you? Go on, lay into it. Good. You see the truth.
Fair. You fangless ones are all the same. Well, I'll stomach it no longer. You'll pay for this.
A regrettable loss of life, but what else could we have done? The man was unreasonable, blinded by his own prejudice.
Oh dear. Is there naught to be done?
Have faith, and you shall prevail.
I'll crush you if you pick that up.
How dare you?
I've had well enough of your nitpick.
I reckon the world would be better off without you.
Oi, you! Don't go
Aye, leave off or...
Show them your metal!
Inner strength have to do something.
Reckon you can do as you please, eh?
Die then!
Well,
That's...
Better than that!
Oi! Have a little faith in yourself!
I must stand firm.
fight back!
Fight! This one's got thick skin.
You're telling me? I don't think I've got another punch left in me.
Bah, I can't stomach more quarreling after this. It's drained the fight right out of me.
Too right. I've clean forgotten what we were arguing about to begin with, if I'm honest.
Their tempers do appear to be quelled, but I hope you aren't injured, Master.
Surely not. pray, slow your feet. You're...
Ah, Sir Arisen. In less pressing circumstances, I would take issue with your methods. But I cannot. The people of Batal are beginning to see that they must stand together. We shall see the fruits of your labors when the time comes to evacuate. At the very least, we need not expect too much opposition to the announcement. Pray, return to Empress Nadinia and apprise her of your doings. I must remain here to ensure heavens only know how many lives you have saved this day. I hope you'll accept this humble...
What say we report back to Empress Nadinia? Her Majesty ought to be willing to commence the evacuation now.
Of course.
Places such as this ought to be protected. I've got to look. The heavens will surely heed our earnest prayers.
Her Majesty has begun her supplications. None may see.
Stay your hand, Vera. Come hither. We would speak with you. One of our ministers informs us that you have been espied in the city, resolving the people's... You have our gratitude for your efforts, which have... Your journey continues, does it not? We wish you good fortune. Yet, ere we part ways, we would make another request of you. Though we have implored the man to join the evacuation, he has staunchly refused to leave this land. We thought that he might be more inclined to heed your words, as our own have fallen on deaf ears. Would you be willing to call on him in our stead? Of course, you are free to decline if our proposal...
Pray excuse the interruption, Your Majesty, but I fear time is upon us.
Indeed. Forgive us, but we...
Batal and the rest town are now safely evacuated. I'm certain we can rely upon Sir Manella to keep the peace.
A resounding success!
Slim pickings of late.
Some of us get complacent. I'll train them all day.
I've been on my feet all day.
There's much to do yet. Lots to do.
This place is too comfortable.
Oh dear.
You saw the sky fall, I trust. I doubt you could have missed it. And wherever the sky falls, a dragon soon appears to lay waste. Or so I had assumed, after what yet aught here appears to be different. As I must examine that creature. It may well be the key to unraveling the origins of this cataclysm.
The path through this rock has been sealed to us. There's naught for it but...
Many paths are closed to us now, on account of the dragon's descent, no doubt. But we must find a way to reach it.
Confound this obstruction. But I suppose I ought to have expected this. Answers were ne'er so easily won. Monsters! Summoned by that beast, no doubt. principle.
You! You're done for.
I must confess, I'm rather lost.
You should be.
I could dance a jig for joy.
Let my magics grant you an elemental ability.
Principles unproven are as dust on the wind. It seems this is the only way forward. Up we go.
You'll have to do better than that.
Naught can be achieved. Why do you falter? Come this way. A fine welcome indeed. I can only hope that the worst is now behind us. Principles unproven are as dust on the wind.
I shan't allow any further harm to come to you.
Yes, Master? You require assistance?
The beast's fell powers are twice as terrible in the flesh. Naught can be achieved without sacrifice.
I've never felt more alive.
Alas, a theory unproven is of little practical use.
You are in need of healing. Allow me. Point right there.
Baleful thing.
There it is. The dragon at the heart of all this destruction. Singular creature. Is this what called the monsters forth? I should like to capture it and bring it back to the lab. There is much that might be learned from it. Why did you destroy it? The secrets we might have learned. Never mind. You've your charge, 'tis true, and the fiends appear to be falling back. But I trust you won't object if I take a sample of its remains. After all, your role is to save this world. And though this land has seemingly been spared its destruction, there is no guarantee if the oceans yet cloud the skies, and monsters swarm in ever greater numbers. As 'twill be difficult to continue my research under such conditions, I have decided. I only hope that this sanctuary of yours will prove more conducive to my work.
Never did I imagine such a dragon could exist. 'Tis a glad thing we felled it, whatever 'twas.